The talk I'm going to have can be a bit controversial to the platform I'm standing on. Whenever we listen to the word TEDx, what do we come to? We come to a simple conclusion: ideas worth sharing. Now, every TEDx speaker that has come till now and taught you something, you learned something, right? What I'm going to talk about more is the idea, and the idea to unlearn. Because I believe that one of the most crucial skills you can have in your career to uplevel yourself, and which has helped me in my career, was the art of unlearning. Though learning is important, but if you can get your grasp and hands on unlearning, you would be able to create substantial growth in a short amount of time. Imagine a cup of water. It's filled with water, and now you want to put in kerosene. The normal behavior we have towards that is to have it full and start pouring kerosene into that. But what would happen is you'll have a mix of water and kerosene, which would not work out. Neither you can drink it, nor you can use it to have fire. Similarly is what we do in our careers. We try to mix up things. We try to put our job skills in starting a business. We try to put our home remedy skills into surgeries. We try to put our job skills into relationships and multiple places like this. And when you mix up things, you actually do not get the desired result that you want. And that's why I believe that unlearning can be one of the most crucial parts for you able to grow in your career. Now, when you have that cup of water, the simple way to create fire for yourself is to throw the water out and put kerosene into that and only contain that. If you want to pour honey now, throw the kerosene out and now put the honey. That throwing out thing is called as unlearning. But how is that different from learning? Because it may be called as learning something new instead of unlearning. And is unlearning something like deleting something from your mind? Actually, no. Unlearning is not about deleting something from your mind or deleting something from your brain. You actually cannot do that. It's more about you having a different approach, you having a different thinking ability to get to a particular problem, idea, solution, whatever you're looking for. And when you change that thinking pattern, you result into something new, something innovative, and something more powerful than you were doing earlier. I'll give you very simple examples. If you do not unlearn the art of bargaining, you would still be bargaining with Ola customer support every day. If you do not unlearn typing 3 times on a keypad phone to get to the letter C, you'd still be typing 3 times on a smartphone to get to the letter C. If you do not unlearn how do you connect a telephone into a modem and then to a computer, you'd not be able to use a Wi-Fi. And that's why we need to get to a position where we need to unlearn the older things that we have so that we can comprehend the new things that we are going to learn. I've divided my talk into 2 parts. The art of unlearning, which is why it is important and how it can be useful to you, which I've already covered. And the second part that I've covered is called as how to unlearn. That means what is the real science behind it. And I'm not going to share something that I haven't experienced. I've simply tried thousands of things to unlearn things, but 3 have worked for me, and I'm going to share that today. Before I share those, I need to share a simple story with you. I have gone from a job of 6,000 rupees a month, then joining a BPO at 12,000 rupees a month, to today building an empire that is worth crores. And I've done that by the age of 24. And the reason I can proudly say so is not because the ability to learn, but because of the ability to unlearn things that do not matter. When I was in the job, getting the ability to unlearn how to not gossip about the boss is one of the most crucial things. Getting the ability to unlearn how to not negotiate salaries with HR. Unlearning how to not stay in the crab mindset with your colleagues. Unlearning how to think independently and not dependently on someone where someone gives me a task and I complete that. Unlearning these things lead me to find new things that I need to learn. New things like how to be innovative, how to build a team, how to create a structure, how to make SOPs, how to do sales. And when we do that, we actually go to the next level, because to learn those things, we need to unlearn the past. Once we unlearn the past, then we have an open mind to actually conceive something new. And once we do that, we go to the next level. Here is my 3 steps to basically unlearn anything that you want. First, you need to build the mind of curiosity. That simply means that if you have a lot of questions regarding multiple things, that's a good sign. It's not something that you are you're in confused or you're not in clarity. It simply means that you're very curious, which is by nature a good thing, because curious people will try to know more than an average individual. Once you have a mind of curiosity and you can question everything that you see in path of yours, you would be able to actually unlearn things that actually don't matter and learn things that you actually need to do. The second thing is you need to build your esteem around knowledge. I did say esteem, not ego. You need to build your esteem around knowledge. You see, as normal individuals, we have this daily habit of building esteems around multiple things. If you lift weights, you might be having esteem around weights. If you make a lot of money, you will be having esteem around money. If you go out to clubs, you will be having the esteem about knowing the best clubs in your city. But esteem around knowledge is also important. And the simple reason you need that to place in your life is because when you build esteem around knowledge, and whenever knowledge starts to deplete or you feel like it's getting lesser and lesser, it hurts your self-esteem. And when that happens, you have an inner motivation to actually learn something new. And the last thing is to change your environment. Because when you change your environment, you change your perspective. I can bet this with you that whenever you go to a new city, your routine changes by 20%. Your morning, afternoon, evening routine changes by 20% just by changing the city, because that's the environment that you have changed. Imagine you change the environment that you are in and the people that you hang out with. Because when you change the people you hang out with, the pattern of thinking changes. The way you try to solve the problem changes. The way you see the world changes. Because if you have a lens with you, and this lens is actually blue color, if I wear this lens right now in front of you, I would see everything as blue. I cannot see the yellow signals. I cannot see the green opportunities. I cannot see the red obstacles. I cannot see everything. And this is where unlearning needs to come, where I don't need to wear another speck on this, but remove this speck and actually see the world with a clear view. I hope you do not want to unlearn this particular session with the insights that I have shared. And for that reason, I'll conclude my talk with simply saying that if you want to grasp or retain knowledge, if you want to retain stuff, if you want to retain learnings as well that you have done, the highest form of learning is called as teaching. And so my request would be that once you have gone through this session out, just share the learnings that you have got today of all the speakers today and share it with anyone that you know as your friend or family member, and you retain it for a longer time. Thank you so much. That was from my side. You are a wonderful audience.